Overnight low was 30, yesterday's high 39. Currently humidity at 79%. Winds are calm, the pressure at 30.33 and holding. Right now, sunshine and 30 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. And good morning. It's time for morning coffee for Christmas Eve.
Look at that. Ho, ho, ho. You didn't choose to participate.
I don't have an ugly Christmas
Well,
sweater.
that's pretty ugly, but it makes a statement. You see, mine today is ugly sweater today here as a part of Morning Coffee, the show about nothing.
What are those, like, dancing gingerbread men?
I have some interesting facts later in the program about ugly sweaters.
Well, you're wearing one.
What?
That is disgusting.
Well,
I'm going to make some sales calls today.
I
wore a tie.
Let me describe the best way to describe his sweater. It's busy.
You thought I was moving when I was sitting still, right?
Well,
It's very formal busy, though, don't you think?
it is.
We went
well, he's got a
to-
tie. He's got a bow tie on, no less.
By the way, mine is understated, I think.
Well,
I could get by with in St. Louis, they would think this is cutting edge avant-garde.
I went to a Christmas vacation party Saturday night where you dress up as a character or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I wore this, and I know you're thinking, who's that? Well, I went as Teddy. That's Cousin Eddie's brother. He's not in the movie.
You made your own character.
This is what he would wear. Couple of updates I wanted to mention to you. Do you remember last week when I was telling you about meeting John Wayne in 1960?
You know, I have to say to you about that.
Yes.
I had people say how fascinating that was the first time we heard that, and you being a 40-year broadcaster here.
Well,
I mean, something new comes out of you every once in a while, and that was something that everybody found very interesting.
well,
Yeah,
the
it was.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
the follow-up to that was we were wondering, well, what movies would John Wayne have done in 1960? Well, in total, he was in 140 movies. But in 1960, he filmed The Alamo
All right.
and North to Alaska.
So he did 2 that year.
He did 2. And he was in
2 great ones, too.
Western gear. So
It had to have been
either
the
one.
Alamo.
I would guess.
Okay, because
Yeah.
north to Alaska, he was in
Kind of like
prospector gear.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other bit of information, we were talking about the demise, in our opinions, of people listening to the network evening news at 5:30.
Yes.
Good friend of mine lives down in the Memphis area, and in fact, he works for the media down there. But the overnight ratings, he says this morning's overnight ratings, so it was last Thursday or Friday morning, showed that just over 21% of the households in the Memphis DMA, the main area, were tuned into last night's 5:30 p.m. national newscasts.
So 1/5.
And that was broken down 9% watching NBC Nightly News, almost 9% tuned into the CBS Evening News, and 3.5% watching the ABC World News Tonight. 21%.
Yeah, it's minuscule.
It's
It really is.
minuscule.
By the
So-
way, if you want to get a thrill, you can go to YouTube on your computer, and right now we have a very tight shot of the sartorially splendid Dave Land. All you have to do is go to
yeah, it's a full-length deal.
Kinda
hot, isn't it?
Dave,
Yeah.
sit down, okay? There's an opportunity to see that, and then you can juxtapose that with this, the Dancing Bears,
Oh.
which is reminiscent of my childhood. Of
I-
course, Dancing Bear, a main character on Captain Kangaroo. I also have on green jeans, which would see. There's a theme here, fellas.
I have a sweater something like that, only mine fits.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No,
That was
I like that.
Oh,
I
well, I tell you what, the gloves are off now, dude.
That's country,
I
though.
got a question for both of you.
Okay,
Why?
go ahead.
Where do you find something like this?
I ordered this for the party, and this was a repeat party. So I ordered this. It was
he did the twofer.
Yeah.
All right.
So you order. Where do you get this thing?
I'm going to tell you right now because there's a story involved in this.
Uh-oh.
We went on
There's always a
Saturday.
story.
Okay, we went on Saturday to Carbondale, or as I once heard it referred to on one of the. Remember when they used to push movies on the TV and they'd say "Coming soon to Bunker Hill"
yes,
and Carbondale.
Yeah.
Carbondale.
I've heard Carbondale, I've heard Carbondale, and I've heard Carpendale.
Carpendale.
Oh,
Carpendale.
well, we went to Carbondale because we needed to. I was told we needed to see the movie White Christmas. They've taken the Varsity, which you're familiar with, Dave, from your days
Absolutely.
at
I'm
familiar
Carbondale.
where the Varsity is.
They've gutted the Varsity. They've redone it. There's a main stage. They've brought in a portable, huge screen, and the quality of White Christmas was absolutely perfect. Now, you're familiar with the movie, correct?
Right, yeah.
Here's the one thing I can never get around. If you'll remember, the key of this is that Rosemary Clooney, who I have to say at this point, clearly was in it because she was a recording artist, not because she was a movie star. Okay?
Yeah.
And by the way, the songs with her and Bing Crosby, they were never released together. If you hear, for instance, the song "Snow, Snow,
Yeah,
Snow," because each of them they were owned by different recording studios, and they would never let them do those songs together. Isn't that interesting?
That's it. Very interesting.
Anyway, the long and short
Well,
of it was,
I've got a copy of them doing the song together.
well, maybe it's been lifted from the movie.
That's what I think it has
but
been.
it's not. It's not. Anyway, so we watched the movie there. It was really nice, and there was adult beverages available
Yeah.
for you as you went in to see this. And
What,
when we
what do you, okay, adult beverages.
Yeah.
What do you drink when you go to see eggnog?
no, this was there was some very nice Southern Illinois
Homebrew?
squeezins.
Oh, squeezins. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it was good. It was really good. Not that I had any, but I saw other people enjoy it. So anyway, the point simply was, is after the movie's done, we went, and here's the thing. We walked out. When I walked out, a really nicely dressed person walked up to me and said, "Do you have any money you might want to share with me?" And I said, no, I really don't. And I walked on past. And I said to my wife, I said, "My, that was really interesting." We went to the mall there, and it's just like all the other malls in Southern Illinois. It is struggling. There's a lot of those businesses. I got hit 2 more times by well-dressed people asking me for money.
These
3
are
times.
These are people who previously worked at those empty stores at the mall.
Absolutely.
SIU grads.
3 different times. And I turned to my wife and I said, if you had a 17-year-old and you were trying to consider where you were going to send them to school, wouldn't this have an impact?
Think twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so I found this at the mall. I found this at the mall in Carbondale.
So you invested in today's program.
I did.
That's special.
Well, I mean, I'm going to put this somewhere, and next year, of course, the way I'm losing weight, it probably won't fit, but I'll have it for next year.
It don't fit now.
Is the Dairy Queen still there?
And was operating right next door. And it looks like the original
Yeah.
that it was back in 1955 or whatever.
And
Back when you were there.
is George Clooney Rosemary's son?
Yeah.
No,
he's not.
No, that's
it's
that's
his aunt. It's his aunt.
Aunt.
Or his, yeah.
Yeah, his dad was the famous guy.
Yes. Let me
Okay.
just, here's one part of that movie that drives me crazy, Dave. So just tell me what you think, Mark.
Yeah.
You remember the old biddy that's listening on the phone that gets it wrong about Bing Crosby going to New York to be on the Ed Harrison show, where he was going to try to get, with 2 days before Christmas, all these Army guys into this inn to be able to honor the general.
Right.
And she mishears it and thinks that it's an effort to be able to make the general look pathetic. And she tells that to Rosemary Clooney. Rosemary Clooney leaves. Well, then Rosemary Clooney watches the TV show, finds out that's not the case. She comes back, and when she walks in, instead of going up and slapping the old biddy that gave her the wrong information, she hugs her. I can't understand that. I always turn to my wife and go, I don't understand
Well,
that.
you're in the South, and she probably went, bless her soul.
No, you messed this thing up. It was, I have to say honestly, it was still, I've watched it 100 times.
Because you know that in the South, that's, bless your heart, bless your
Yeah.
soul. That's code.
Maybe it was,
That's code for you're an idiot.
maybe it was the squeezins, but I squeezed out a tear. I think
I guess
was
I'm going to have
emotional.
to watch it again. I
There
usually
was
watch
an
Holiday
argument.
Inn.
Well, that was the argument. The
Yeah.
argument on the way out was somebody said, I don't know if I like that as well as I like Holiday Inn. And Fred Astaire was up for the Danny Kaye role. I don't know if you knew that. But it was harder for people to be able to figure out that he would have been a private to Bing Crosby's being a captain Danny Kaye came off as younger than Bing Crosby, and that's why he got the job. And Danny Kaye did a wonderful job. There's just, it was a good movie. It was really well done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I got the sweater. That's a long, long story to tell you bad things about Carbondale and good things about my sweater.
You know, I think I may have gotten in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble, I think, on Christmas morning. So
Why?
I'll tell you about it.
Oh, and I've got problems too. Go ahead.
The Big Finish event is here at Le Mans Chrysler, along with the best automotive deals of 2018. 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Save up to $12,044 on the all-new 19 Ram 1500. New 2018 Ram Heavy Duty Trucks discounted up to $11,145. Remaining new 2018 Ram 1500 Crew Cab. Save up to $15,261. Le Mans prices always include destination and everyone qualifies. These offers end December 31st. Le Mans Chrysler, 412 East Main in Fairfield, and LeMansOnline.com.
The magic of the holidays never ends, and its greatest of gifts are family and friends. Happy holidays from Legg Manufacturing in Fairfield and Legg's Mini Storage in Fairfield and Sisney. David and LaDonna Legg and staff. Pollard Realty in downtown Fairfield. Linda Tucker, Julie Shreve, Amy Hooper, and Amy Pollard. Wayne County Abstract in downtown Fairfield. Amy, Kathy, Rosalie, Linda, Madeline, and Karen. Dr. David M. Link, dentist, and staff, Rita Odie, Mona Johnston, Kimma Simpson, and Casey Mugridge. Mobile radio specialists in Grayville, Jim and Carolyn Funkhauser. The Troyer family and employees at Troyer Electric in Fairfield. And Tyree Tax Service at 908 West Delaware in Fairfield. Judy Tyree, Misty Haygood, Janelle Monroe, Angie Phelps, and Sue Clemens.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when 77-year-old John Glenn returned to space?
Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery with a crew of 6 astronaut heroes and 1 American legend.
Today is beautiful, and do a trite old statement, 0G, and I feel fine.
The House Judiciary Committee began debating whether or not to impeach President Clinton.
Based upon what we now know, do we have a duty to look further or to look away?
The Yankees swept the Padres in the World Series, completing an unprecedented 125-win season for manager Joe Torre.
I don't know if we're the best team of all time, but we had the best record, and I'm very proud of the way these guys went about their business.
Meanwhile, here's what the radio is dishing out.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
All these songs came out together, but when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from all your friends at F&B. We wish you peace, happiness, and prosperity during the Christmas season and throughout the new year. All F&B locations will close at noon, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and will be closed for Christmas and New Year's days. We sincerely thank you for your business in 2018, and we look forward to serving you in the new year. Happy holidays, F&B. Banking, business, life. Member FDIC.
October 1998.
Sean Mullins and Lullaby, the top song of October 1998. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Add these guys' ages up. Wait, you probably will need a good calculator. They are men of a certain age and obviously also men of a certain intellect. This is Morning Coffee, a testosterone-soaked walk-through morning radio show on WFIW.
All right, not just one shot, 2, 3.
I know.
So you're in trouble?
Well, I might be.
Something
I
you
might
did or
be.
something you failed to do?
Something I did.
All right.
This is going to be fun.
All right. Well, first of all, we finished up some Christmas shopping yesterday and bought the 8-year-old grandson a semi-automatic Nerf gun.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Those are
Shoots
quiet.
up to 65 feet. Man.
Those are quiet, right?
I think so.
Well, you're a good grandpa.
I think so.
You're not going to do anything with the Nerf.
And then I turned around and bought the 4-year-old granddaughter, Ellie, a BB gun.
A Daisy Red Ryder?
It was a Daisy.
A Daisy?
You're going to put her eye out.
But it was pink. It was pink.
Haven't seen one of those.
4 years old, you're
pink
putting a
BB
weapon in the
gun.
hand of a 4-year-old?
Do they have to take a concealed carry class or get a FOID card?
I don't think so.
There's going to be every bird that lands in your neighborhood's going to get a pellet. You watch.
Is gonna struggle, poor thing.
I'm in trouble too, but I'll tell that later. You guys.
Well, just some interesting.
And I don't know that I'm in trouble. I might.
Oh, you will be.
You'll be all right.
Yeah,
you'll be all right. Just a few interesting facts
it's
about
pink. It's pink though.
It's pink.
Yeah. Interesting facts about
ugly sweaters.
Okay.
You should
Christmas.
know.
Before they became known as ugly sweaters, they were known as jingle bell sweaters. Before the term ugly sweaters, they were the first ugly Christmas sweater party officially ever held was in Vancouver, Canada in 2002 at the Commodore Ballroom, and they have one every year. They're claiming they're the first ugly Christmas sweater party. In Canada,
it's Boxing Day, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
In Canada, the world's ugly Christmas sweater party, those words are trademarked.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they,
so it's like Super Bowl.
They had Super Bowl is. What animal are the most common animals found on ugly sweaters?
How about a bear?
Bears.
I
didn't know that.
I'm very much in style in Canada.
Some of the high-end designers have created their own.
That looks like a Canadian sweater.
Thank you, eh?
Politicians even joined in the holiday sweater game. Ted Cruz, Ben Carson, and Hillary Clinton all released ugly Christmas sweaters to promote their campaigns. Didn't know that.
No.
There is a day dedicated to Christmas sweaters. National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day takes place each year officially on the third Friday of December.
Third Friday.
That would have been last Friday.
Yep.
We missed it.
Recently, several Christmas sweaters have stirred up controversy. One is an ugly Christmas sweater had the letters OCD, which was standing for on the sweater Obsessive Christmas Disorder. But some folks
Somebody
thought they
took
were
it the wrong way.
That it was obsessive compulsive disorder and threw a fit.
Got in trouble.
About the other thing is that, not surprising, sales for these sweaters are reaching an all-time high.
Well, you can just go to the large retailer out here west of town, and they're
they've
everywhere.
got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So how did the Festival of the Lights go Friday
night went really well. David came by and saw us.
Oh, yeah?
We were out there. We literally froze, but there was a nice amount of wood in the barrel to be able to keep
That
the
they
fire
sold.
going.
No.
But yes, but we really did. We raised quite a bit of money, actually.
I think we did all right
surprisingly.
last night. The only problem I had last night was Christy came out and took our picture.
Ours too.
Okay. And there's me and Tina.
Yes.
And our dog's butt. Because he wouldn't turn around.
That is hot.
Well, I gotta say, I've seen your dog. That's probably his best side.
Yeah. So
What is your dog? I haven't seen your dog.
He looks like
Is it a 57? Heinz 57?
yeah, it's a Heinz 57.
What's
okay.
its name?
Buddy.
That's original.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this dog.
He looks like Dr. Evil's dog.
Yeah.
It's hairless.
Well, no, it has
It is
hairless.
hairless?
It has a little hair on top of his head. I think he looks
Sort of like me.
I think he looks like Sergeant Carter from the Gomer Pyle show.
Oh, I liked him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
This
liked
this
him.
dog looks like a dachshund
Mm-hmm.
in the body
Uh-huh.
with taller legs. Has kind of one of those wiry whippet tails
Mm-hmm.
that will like getting hit with a switch when he's wagging his tail. Kind of looks like a hound dog in the face, and he barks like a hound dog.
Yeah.
Well, that is a
And he
mixture.
doesn't have any hair.
That's a
And he's shy.
Really?
And he's shy. He's
That's
hairless.
a mixture.
Yeah,
It's
that is a
kinda-
mixture.
He probably doesn't spend much time outside in
It-
cold weather.
well,
does
he spent well for the first hour last night. He spent the time outside, standing at the car door, wanting us to open the car door so he could get in.
Okay. He's cold. You got to put a coat on.
Even though he had a sweater and a scarf on.
Who's in charge?
Okay, so I got to ask a question. Have you guys ever got yourself in trouble for buying gifts for yourself immediately prior to Christmas?
Yes.
Is this a guy thing then?
It's, It happened repeatedly, and both my wife and mother-in-law were very unhappy multiple years because
Have you learned?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't.
Yep.
Have you?
No.
Now, I go shopping for other things, and then I find what I want.
Yeah.
And then I buy it.
Yeah.
I'm in line at the large retailer out here west of town, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And behind me is a group of people, and my brother-in-law is trying to talk me into buying a GoPro, one of those little cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep thinking, I don't know, maybe I say that's a lot of money, and if I don't think Carol would like this, et cetera, et cetera. And I turn around, the lady behind me, I said to the lady behind me, I say, I don't know if I should do this or not. If she finds out, and this lady says, I watch you every morning, she'll find out. So then I bought it.
You figure if you're already in trouble,
go for it.
You might as well just go ahead and dig that hole a little deeper.
Can I give you a short story that was interesting, and one of our daughters wanted me to share it, and I was talking to my wife about it. We still laugh about it now, but it was either our first or second Christmas, and I'm working out here very busy, and it's Christmas Eve, and I'm on my way home, and I realized I have not bought my wife a gift.
Uh-oh.
This is in
I've never done that.
1975 or 1976. I was just consumed with everything else. This is BK, before kids. No kids.
Well,
So on my way home, this is Fairfield, 1975.
We're calling it Christmas Eve?
You had to go.
I was here till about.
You had to go to Huck's, didn't you?
We didn't have Huck's. You know where I went? Next to, I went to the old Kroger store where Save-A-Lot was before they moved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I went into Kroger thinking, because they were about only thing open.
You bought a ham, didn't you?
No,
for your
I
wife?
bought a shower head.
Oh, you are such
They had shower heads on a rack,
what a dog.
like as seen
I
on
know.
TV, because I thought it was the perfect gift, because I thought she had said that she wanted one of these where you can, make it stream or whatever. So I bought her a shower
Where
head.
you could make it rain. Huh?
Stop for a second. You're still married?
You can laugh about
To the
it.
same
Now,
person?
Yes, to my first wife. Wow. But she was appreciative.
I bet.
Well,
Yeah.
it was.
She
the
was
thought.
appreciative to your face.
Well, what would you have done?
Well, you know
what
what?
would you have done?
Let me tell you what my wife would have done.
No.
She would have wore it around her neck to a family thing to be able to show people what she got.
Yeah.
What would you have done then? Christmas.
I wouldn't have got to Christmas Eve.
Well,
see,
no, you're there. What would you have done? I got her a gift. It was given with love.
Here's what you could have done.
Shower
Let me tell you what you could have
Called
done.
an attorney?
No. Well, you could have done that. See, instead of buying a shower head,
Yes.
you could have bought steaks with all the fixins and made dinner.
I could have.
That
You're
would have
right.
been-
That's if it.
And I guarantee you that would have been more appreciative. Or you could have bought the shower head and given her a bunch of money and go, look, honey, I'm going to make it rain for you.
No.
Well, anyway,
I have
we
to tell you
laugh.
something. What you're doing, by implication, you're saying, honey, I think you need to shower more.
No, it was given with love, and we still talk about it and we smile. So,
I bet she was really smiling that night when
Yeah.
she opened it up.
Mm-hmm.
no, the next morning.
Oh,
was
you
the
waited till
And you only
Yeah.
got your wife one gift
I
for
got-
Christmas?
Yep.
Oh, and you're not. Oh,
Yep.
Is he let me tell you something.
Oh.
She's a saint.
she must be
She's a saint. That's all
Saint
I can say about it.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's about it. We do. Yeah.
yeah, my wife would have turned around and said, you know what? Here's your gift. It's the doghouse where your bed is tonight.
And she just texted me, and I didn't like showers. Well, I wasn't going to say that.
Honey,
Oh.
listen to me. You really need to take more showers.
Nothing says love like a shower head.
Unbelievable.
Hey, guys, we have some other things. We're going to have some Christmas trivia, and the theme is, how well do you know your Christmas carols? We'll do that later.
All right.
Winter is coming, of that we're assured. Sounds of the holidays are now being heard. We're waiting for Christmas. It's on the way. What do you think your old stove will say? Is it ready to prepare all the good food you'll need, or will it quit in the middle of your preparing to feed? At Gill Sales and Service, we'll help with the fun of having your family come in on the run. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, and more, we have them all here at our store. A poet I'm not, as I'm sure you'll agree, but we'd love for you to come in to see if our prices, products, and services galore will meet your holiday needs at our store. That's Gill Sales and Service, 1605 West Main in Fairfield.
Google, the company that virtually owns every single move you make on the internet, advertises on TOC Radio. Geico, the insurance outfit run by Warren Buffett, does the same. Home Advisor, Hotwire, Hulu, Netflix, Angie's List, Zillow, Hotels.com, Amazon, Priceline, and Wayfair all advertise on Mass Reach Radio, TOC Radio. Those companies only exist on the internet. What do they know that you may not? Internet-targeted advertising is weak at establishing new customers. For new customers, they turn to mass reach media like TOC Radio. They know if the consumer knows you before they need you, you'll get the click more often. Internet advertising is a perfectly viable way to advertise. But if someone tells you to throw all your advertising on the internet, tell them you will. Just as soon as Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Larry Page do the same. TOC Radio. Mass media.
WFIW and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt. On Friday, January 4th, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all entries and will have their choice of a USA-made Parker Bushwhacker crossbow, a $400 value, or a $200 in-store credit to Ultra Products. Good luck, hunters!
Ring in this new year in downtown Vincennes. Be part of one of America's top 10 quirky things to do on New Year's Eve by joining us for the 11th annual National New Year's Eve Watermelon Draw. Activities begin at 7 in the heated tent. Near midnight, watch the giant 500-pound watermelon being hoisted up for the countdown to 2019. At the stroke of midnight, the Knox County watermelons drop to this platform and the huge fireworks show celebrating 2019 begins.
So what goes on during commercial breaks on Morning Coffee? A mad rush to the bathroom facilities by your aging hosts. They are back, and so are you on WFIW, WFIWradio.com, and YouTube.
I'm the closest one to the bathroom, so I'm always in first.
All right, turn around and look at this.
Oh, my God. All right, I gotta show that.
That's busy.
Yeah.
All right, look at this.
That is busy.
All right, get over here.
That is,
Look at that.
that is something else,
Dave
man.
Ray
Let me tell you.
Got himself a amazing ugly Christmas sweater.
You can call that ugly with Jesus on it?
No, I'm not.
We're talking the colors.
The colors, not the content.
That looks like one of them pictures of Jesus
David
they used
Rigg,
to
you
put in velvet.
Gifts.
Oh,
to
thank
the
you.
wife. I have one that'll beat all that. Our head.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. I won't give you his name, but a guy at my church years ago actually came to church on the Sunday after Christmas and was proud to admit that he gave his wife for Christmas a toilet seat.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's even lower than a shower head.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Tell us about the big deals.
Oh, I got to tell you about that real fast.
You were going to tell us about
Sorry,
the big deals.
that just everything went out of my mind when
With
I
the
saw
toilet
that
seat?
sweater. No, with that
Oh,
sweater.
with his sweater went out of the.
When I saw that, I was like, "Ooh."
I'm going after this. I've got certificates at Bullard's as a part of the big deal store. I'm getting 24 dinner rolls for the big meal tonight at my in-laws. And I'm going to get them at 75% of the cost that it would normally take because I've got big deal certificates. So it's not just Bullard's. There's a whole range of other places you can go.
Of other stuff.
All kinds of stuff. All you have to do is click on the big deal window that's in the upper right-hand corner of the WFIWradio.com website, and just a ton of different things that you can get from local merchants at cut rates.
I got a text that the song Baby It's Cold Outside has moved into the Billboard Top 10 due to digital downloads, with many 70% increase in sales.
You heard the Don Bowman version of that?
No.
No.
Bowman.
Never heard of him.
No.
Don Bowman, he was a country singer, comedian.
No, have not.
No.
But it's become such a part of the Christmas season, the controversy about it. That's what's moved it into the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
you know what I heard yesterday?
What?
I heard the song Santa Baby,
Mm-hmm.
but the Eartha Kitt version.
Oh.
You don't hear that very
No,
often.
you
No,
don't.
you don't.
No.
And it's good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Well, she does mostly not really singing. She talks a lot in that one.
Yeah.
But, you know.
By what date do you think most people give up on their annual New Year's resolutions?
January 2nd.
You say January 2nd?
Oh, I would say by the end of the first month.
January 12th.
Oh, okay.
We were somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, do you set New Year's resolutions?
Yes.
I set attainable New Year's resolutions.
Yes, I do too.
I do too.
Yep.
And you know what? I get them every year.
Well, good for you.
I work them every year.
Good.
Well,
I'm not going to tell you on the air. I'll get in
no,
trouble,
you don't want to do that. I think as you get older, you just, you make them and, it's like if you ever, for a smoker, the worst thing, and you decide to quit smoking, the worst thing you can do is tell anybody that you're going to quit smoking.
Right.
Because if
they
you
always
fail,
bring it up.
Right. And if you fail, nobody knew it, or you're going on a diet. Just keep it to yourself.
I want to thank Dave Rick. He brought me copies of this past Sunday's Bluegrass Gospel program, which was wonderful with Bluegrass Gospel Christmas
I listened
music.
to that too. That was good.
It was great. So thank you, David. I appreciate it so very much. My wife and I both love that program.
We've got America's oldest military veteran celebrating 112 years old and being released this Wednesday after being hospitalized for a week in Austin, Texas. He's the one that smokes 12 cigars a day.
12?
Yeah, 12 cigars a day. Sits on his
It'd have
front
to just
porch,
burn in your mouth
waves
the
to
entire
people,
day.
calls his front porch his stage, and served in Army during World War II, 112. His name is Richard Overton. So,
Wanted to tell you that I was telling you last week about how Mary Poppins wasn't doing well.
Yeah.
The movie.
Did it rebound?
No, it didn't. And there's another movie that came out with Steve Carell. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The guy from The Office.
Mhm.
Right.
And it's directed by Robert Zemeckis, who's really well known.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Welcome to Marwen. It got wiped out over the weekend in its domestic box office debut with a scant $2.4 million. 1,194 movie theaters showed it.
I think the three of us could make a movie. We'd have more viewers than that.
2.4 million.
That's pitiful.
It's referred to as a dramedy. You know what that means?
Drama and comedy.
Yeah.
And now it's referred to as a dud.
Yeah,
Or a
it's
flop,
dog.
yeah.
It will lose. They believe it will lose $50 million. Do you think he'll get another chance to be a lead man, losing $50 million?
You know
in
what?
this
I
one?
think he'll get a chance to be a lead man.
This is not
I think this is all
vehicle.
because he's had a lot of. I mean, look, he was in where he was Noah, turned into Noah. Bruce Almighty. Is that it?
Yes.
Bruce
Yes.
Almighty?
Yes.
No, that wasn't Bruce Almighty. That was Jim Carrey. What was that movie called?
I don't know. But I also know that he was
maybe Evan Alm.
He was also in all of those ones about.
They all sound good.
He was the weatherman in Will Ferrell's
Anchorman.
Anchorman 1 and
Anchorman.
2. Yeah. So he hits around.
Well, back in the day when all the big studios were big, they had some flops, but not like they do today. Oh, it's just,
That's because the content's so bad.
The sequels, the remakes, they get out of control. Totally out of control.
Because nobody can write an original screenplay
Nope. No, they go back and find something else and make it a reprise of the whole thing. I wanted to mention also that what's going to happen tomorrow, programming-wise, there will not be a morning coffee. We'll have regular programming right up to 8 o'clock, and then we'll have Christmas music the rest of the day. There still will be a noon newscast and headlines throughout the day, and a 5 o'clock newscast. But other than that, all the programming will be. Double D, we're going to just send him to some place where he can founder himself.
The restaurant.
Some place where he can eat all he wants.
I had some compliments over the weekend about our Christmas music.
Oh, yeah?
And I wanted to thank Tom Levine for getting that organized. He and Double D got that organized, and it's going to be wall-to-wall Christmas music today and tomorrow.
So I just wanted to mention that.
All right.
You're going to have to do with this cup of coffee until the day after Christmas when we'll be back. Now you're going to be gone for a little while, right?
I will be. I'll let you know.
We'll have Ken in, right?
We hope.
Ken Odie?
Yeah.
So it'll be good to have.
Here's
him in
something
and see him.
that everybody can relate to: going through a drive-through, fast food
food
restaurant.
drive-through.
They surveyed some of the people that work there and what drives them crazy, and one of them is having your order ready. Have you ever pulled up behind somebody and they look at the person with them and they're deciding what they want to eat?
Yes, I'm sorry, I do that sometimes.
Please have your order ready.
I do it
so
sometimes.
that you do.
Every once in a while. It's not me. I know what I want.
It's a drive-through restaurant, which means in Fairfield, you kind of already know what you want. You kind of know what they have.
Yeah.
Speak clearly.
Yeah. but by the same token, how many times have you went to a drive-through?
Yes.
And then they repeat your order back, and you went,
no.
I guess.
Not a problem at
I
Taco
don't know.
Tierra, is it?
No.
I'm out on the road. Some lady's standing next to me. I'm talking to her directly.
And there's a line.
Yes.
Understand that special requests are going to take time. I didn't know you could order your fries fresh.
No.
I didn't know that either.
No, I did.
Just
Apparently
assume they're
so.
fresh.
Apparently so. Now, you could
I'll be starting to do
order,
that.
if you order a sandwich with like hold the onions or hold the cheese or something like that, it might take a little bit longer.
I actually heard somebody do that one time. I was standing in line behind someone, and they went up and they said, I would like a cheeseburger with no cheese. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself,
my wife never
how does
wants
that work?
cheese, and she always gets cheese. So
well, it's
just
standard
throw
with the
their
cheese.
throw
And
it
then another one that drove the workers crazy. This would take place inside the restaurant, but keeping your kids in check. Because one of the workers said, I've seen parents allow their kids to spread ketchup and other condiments all over tables and chairs, not bothering to clean up the mess that they've made.
Oh, you know what happens if any one of my grandkids or child did that? That's butt whooping time.
They would do it
right
once.
inside the
they
store.
Would do it once.
We're going to the bathroom.
Yeah, we'll be
right
back.
now.
Well, you're like
we won't be long.
You're like no other grandpas usually around here.
Now, see, that happened with my granddaughter one time. We were at a restaurant, or actually my grandson. We're at a restaurant. He's kind of acting up. I said, we're going to the bathroom right now. This is before he was potty trained, or as he was potty training.
Right.
So I take him into the bathroom, and he goes, I got to go to the bathroom. I said, okay, we're going to the bathroom.
That's a nice move on his part.
We're going to the bathroom, but afterwards,
you're in trouble.
Well, then he proceeded to put on his pants and go to the bathroom by himself in the middle of potty training. So what do? I can't.
Good boy.
There's no butt whooping after that. You can't do it.
That was pretty slick on his part.
Yeah.
He didn't cry or anything, right?
Oh, he was crying.
Okay, get a load of this one. El Chapo, you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the drug lord.
Yeah, he burst into tears in the courtroom after his twin daughters made a surprise appearance during his trial. 61-year-old sobbed in front of the jury when his wife, who's 29.
Man.
He's 61, she's 29.
Well, he's got lots of money.
And the 7-year-old kids, I guess they're twins, showed up in the New York courthouse. So El Chapo's not all that tough, apparently. Wow. Well, I tell you what, he might not be tough, but he's got a billfold that would attract a 29-year-old woman, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember you talking about that you thought you had set a Guinness World Record?
Most times running, Grandma got ran over by a reindeer at WLCA FM 89.9
Actually,
FM.
you can add in there most times playing Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer in a row without somebody coming to the station to beat the crap out of you.
18 hours.
Well,
there's history. It was history.
Here is a world record that you might find interesting. A 16-year-old girl in India. She had a bad haircut 10 years ago, and she's been growing out her hair ever since.
Yeah.
5 feet 7 inches long is the
How
hair.
tall is
hair?
she?
The hair.
Oh, okay.
She's not, I don't think she's, how old she's 16 now. So she's been growing it for 6 years. It's 5 feet 7 inches long. That's when she started growing her hair out after a bad experience with a hairdresser.
You know,
and her friends have nicknamed her Rapunzel.
you know, Mike, you might want to get a hold of her if you're trying to grow hair, because that's growing pretty fast. You got to figure out what she's doing, rubbing a poultice on her head or something.
I can grow that hair out my nose and through my ears.
Okay.
I can't just put it on top of my head. Now, let me tell you something. You know what that reminds me of? Crystal Gale. Crystal Gale. Remember Crystal Gale?
She had long hair.
Well, this girl says when she's playing table tennis, she puts her hair up in a bun so that it's comfortable. What would that weigh?
It's like a basketball.
Wouldn't that slow her down?
Yeah, she's probably playing table tennis and goes.
She's got very strong.
Maybe she has a brace.
She
or
has a very strong neck muscles. Very strong.
Must have.
Her name is Nalanchi Patel.
Is there any indication as to when she might cut her hair?
No, I don't think she's.
Wouldn't that be? How old is she again?
16.
Wouldn't that be a concern if you were going to date her? I mean,
I think so.
I'm just saying.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, I ain't going to keep you long, but I seen Crystal Gale in the 70s there. Yeah, her hair reached the bottom of the floor right there. Hair on the floor. Top. Yep.
All right.
She was a short lady, but it was long. But now, when Dreef on this hog lard deal, if
yes,
Harold quit beating him with that frying pan, you tell him he likes fried chicken besides pie crust. That lard goes good with fried chicken.
I've been told that.
Yeah.
Well, and if also, if he's fortunate enough to get a deer chop is good in that hog lard too, or a squirrel. If he's fortunate enough to get a deer, so that's all I can say
and we know if he can't hit a deer, we know he's not getting a squirrel.
All right.
Thank you.
Merry
Christmas to you.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it very much. That was the first thing that was said to me.
Yep.
Forget about the pie crust, Mike. Get her to fry some fried chicken in that, which the chances of her doing that for me are pretty remote.
Well, you've got lard for those. She might be.
Crystal Gale's still touring, by the way.
Is she?
I believe so.
How old do you think she is?
She's right around my age, right around 70.
All right.
I'm not 70.
Okay.
She's a good-looking girl, too.
Yep.
All righty.
Yeah.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Do you know the difference between a traditional and a Roth IRA? Which one is best suited for your retirement goals? Conard Financial Group is committed to helping you understand the benefits and drawbacks of each. Phone 842-7855 today for help with choosing the retirement account that's right for you. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, Conard Financial Group.
Your Fairfield area weather forecast, mostly sunny today, the high 50. Cloudy tonight, low 32. Partly cloudy on Christmas Day, high 50. Cloudy skies 52 on Wednesday. For Thursday, chance for rain, high of 60. And for Friday, partly cloudy with a high of 50. Overnight low was 30, yesterday's high 39. Currently, humidity at 79%. Winds are calm, the pressure at 30.33 and holding. Right now, sunshine and 30 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar weather looking good as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois near in any of the adjoining states in terms of precipitation.
This is the show about nothing. Morning Coffee, streaming on YouTube and live on the station listened to, not just heard. WFIW.
Oh, wait a minute. Radar weather brought to you by Conard Financial Group.
Oh, thank you.
Now he's getting phone calls.
Yes, I know. He's blowing up.
He's quite popular.
Well, I think it's because of the sweater.
That busy sweater.
He's the guy that's going to lead us through trivia today.
We've got plenty of time. I'll give you a couple of happy lottery stories.
All right.
I've got one on my desk that I haven't checked. I might be rich.
A British man hit one of the largest lotto jackpots in the country's history, but left the golden ticket unchecked for weeks in a pile of papers in his van.
Uh-oh.
Andrew Clark, he's 51, only checked the ticket because his partner and her niece badgered him after they heard about a local unclaimed prize. So he got the ticket, checked it, and it was one of those Euro million tickets.
Right.
He was the big winner, $86 million.
See, I'm afraid that would have been washed in my back pocket.
And then a Michigan man said that he didn't know that he had won $1 million in the Powerball until he found the forgotten ticket in his car 2 months later. Peter DeLuca, also 51.
Now, what makes you
just leave it in your car?
Well, what makes you, first of all, put it somewhere and then go.
Well, if you buy something,
I'm just not going to check it.
He bought it for the October 13th drawing at a Kroger store in Sterling Heights, Michigan, but he almost immediately forgot about it. And last Thursday, he collected his $1 million jackpot.
Merry Christmas to that guy.
If you bought lottery tickets every week,
yeah,
and you've been doing it for 15, 20 years, and you never win, I could see that you bought the tickets and you lay them down and you just because you've never won.
I could see if I'm buying for 15 years and never won.
Stop buying.
Stop buying them.
You might want to think about finding a different retirement plan.
Yeah.
Tell you what I do.
Because then I'd think to myself and go, I had $1 million, but I bought lottery tickets with it.
I bought the Powerball on Friday. I put it in my back pocket of my jeans. And then when I get home, I put it in a little basket where all my stuff is, my rings and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then I bring it to work the next day, and I check it to see if I'm a millionaire or not. Okay. That's the way I do it.
And you're still here, so you've not.
No, I haven't even. I have to tell you, I've gone weeks without even having one number. One number.
Do you do the same numbers every
no,
week?
I just say, just mix it up.
Give me one.
Something.
I told you my thoughts on the same numbers every week. Say you play the same numbers every week based on birthdays or whatever, and you forget to buy them that week, and they win, you're going to be sick.
With the same numbers?
Yes.
That's why I just say mix it up. Mix it up. Give me whatever the machine spits
what
out.
Is it, quick pick?
Yeah. You know what would happen if I played the same? If I bought lottery tickets every week and I played the same number every week for 10 years,
right?
The 1 week that I didn't buy the ticket, someone would win.
And you would see it, and it'd drive you crazy. My problem is losing a ticket. And then I have this horrible nightmare that Jeff Vaughn's going to be on saying, looks like the big winner was sold at Casey's in Fairfield that on the news. So then I know, it was me.
And then you wouldn't be able to find the ticket.
No,
I wouldn't. If you buy a lottery ticket, do you take it home and put it in a certain spot?
Yes,
I do too.
No.
It's in my little basket.
I put it in my wallet.
I put it next to the laptop computer to remind me to check the numbers.
I do it pretty
often.
And
I look at them real slowly. Why? What difference does that make?
We're
looking at your numbers.
Now,
it's like when you're playing cards or you're playing a game of poker for amusement only, of course. But you open them real close.
Not necessarily
you play,
the views of this.
You play draw and you get 2 cards and you open them, hoping if you open them slowly they'll change. We do that. We can't help it. Anyway.
Now
for a moment.
Speaking for someone that's never won anything with the lottery,
right?
Do you have to get those numbers all in order, or say if you pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Well, they'll be in order.
Can you pick like 3, 1, 7? 3, 1, 4, 5, 3.
Well, your ticket
will come out in order.
They'll be in order.
No, they don't have to be in any order.
They don't have to be in order, just as long as you match them. Okay.
You've all clearly thought of this. You hit it big, $100 million. What's the first thing you do?
Quit my job. Put a sign out. Put a table out in the front yard with a key and a sign that says, "Take it. It's yours. I'm gone."
No. Financial advisor.
Lawyer.
Yeah, financial advisor.
Lawyer and financial
lawyer.
In the room that morning saying, okay, when do I claim this and what do I do when I claim it? Is there a trust I need to form? All that stuff.
Is there still a big winner out there that hasn't come forward on, we had some big deals here this fall. But yeah, financial advisor, lawyer, yes.
Keep the kids out of the room.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we'll get into this trivia. Give us how well do you know your Christmas carols?
All right. Oh, hold on.
Carol who?
I got to write this
Carol
down.
who?
All right.
Before you spew the answer,
I'm writing it down.
Just
I'm not going to say anything.
Wait a
pause
couple
for
of
a moment to
You
give
know,
our listeners at home.
You and I, Mike, never have that issue.
I'm getting better.
It's him.
No, I'm getting better because I don't know the answers.
That's true. Good point.
By the way, you're going to do. You're not going to be on the show. I've got to come up with something for
Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Ken,
I've got trivia for Thursday.
Ken,
All right, I got
Or I can do
Thursday,
Wednesday. Doesn't matter.
I got Wednesday.
Okay.
I'll do it Friday.
All right.
All right.
Okay, guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of a Christmas carol. I'm not going to sing it. I'm going to give you the words.
All right. All right.
And you tell me the Christmas carol that it's from.
Mm-hmm.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin.
I got it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Very good.
Yes. Good. I'm good.
Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day.
I know it, but I don't know what the title of the song.
Remember
I think I
Christ
know
our
it.
Savior was born on Christmas Day.
I
I
think
can
I
hear
know it.
people at home
I
singing.
think I know it.
Do you think you have a guess, young man?
Good tidings.
What do you say?
First Noel.
No. God rest ye merry gentlemen.
Okay.
Wrong. All right.
Haste, haste to bring him laud, the babe, the son of Mary.
All right. I'll say
Haste, haste to bring him laud, the babe, the son of Mary.
Away in a Manger.
No.
What?
Hang on just a second here.
Okay.
Say that one more time.
Haste, haste to bring him laud, the babe, the son of Mary.
I'm drawing a blank.
No.
What child is this?
What child is this?
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to match because you were kind of speaking in.
I'm not going to do well on this.
Sing choirs of angels, sing in exultation.
Oh, okay. I think I might.
Sing choirs of angels, sing in
Oh,
exultation.
okay. I know it then. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, come all you faithful.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. I'm really not going to help here, I don't think.
And the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank here.
And
Go-
the
go.
mountains in reply.
Oh, yeah. In
It
excelsis
is Angels We Have
Deo.
Heard on High.
I can sing it. I just don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light.
There's a lot of silence. A lot of dead air here this
Oh,
morning.
little town of Bethlehem.
I said that earlier. Gee.
Children laughing, people passing, greeting smile after smile.
Oh, I know that one.
Go ahead.
I got it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Give the people at home a chance. Okay.
Silver bells.
Yes.
Well done. You're carrying us today, dude.
We
well,
have
you know,
3 more.
Back is starting to hurt just a bit. You are kind of heavy.
Oh, you're
Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled.
I think I know that
All right. Oh, please.
one. Joy to the world.
No.
No.
Hark the herald.
Okay.
You know hark?
Yeah.
Hark the herald angels sing.
Yep.
Okay. 2 more. Lean your ear this way.
No clue on that one.
This was not a part of my doctoral studies.
Yeah.
Jolly old St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Da, 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 da.
I don't
I'm
think I've
about
ever
to
heard that
say,
song.
Yeah, me neither.
da, 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 da. And the final question, you'll never get this one. The playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir.
The playing of the merry organ,
sweet singing in the choir. I made the last one difficult, thinking you would have gotten the previous 9.
No, this was not my. This was not my trivia.
The answer is.
Hang on. We might have a guess.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Somebody might have a guess out there.
Let's take a call. Who knows? If you know what Christmas song this is from, call us right now. The lyric is the playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir. You've heard the song.
842-3715.
Yeah.
The playing of the merry organ, sweet singing in the choir.
They're equally as baffled as I am.
Yeah. Hang on. Let's see. I'm gonna throw a guess out there. Wait a minute. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
The holly and the ivy.
Very good.
Oh.
The holly, everybody knows that.
You know, I was gonna say that.
Sure you are.
Thank you for calling.
Saving us.
Okay. The holly and the
I was
ivy.
gonna say that.
Was that right on the tip?
Yeah, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
What if I would have said the cattle are lowing, the baby awakes?
Boy in a manger?
Yeah.
I would have got one. If you would have thrown that in, I would have got one.
There's a bunch more. Guys, there's 30 altogether.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
So we can.
If you would like a copy of this, send me $10.
Stop for a second. Merry Christmas to the two of you.
And to you.
And to everyone that listens to this program. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
God's blessings.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
All
We'll
right.
see you Wednesday.
All right.
All the important news here first. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 FM.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Relax during the cold winter evenings enjoying your Fireplace Entertainment Center. Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, downtown Wayne City.
Fox News, I'm Pam Puso.
This is not about the president's face. This is about the safety of the American people.
White House Communications Director Mercedes Schlapp says Democrats won't budge on funding for a border wall. The impasse has the